what would you say is what is our true self, and what is the ultimate purpose of human life? What is the absolute truth, and how to connect or reconnect?
Reconnect, yeah, that's nice. The first question was, what is the true self? You know, of course, we talk about Atma. It's one thing that I always ask people: how many of you have a glimpse even of the Atma? You know, we know it as a, yes, we hear about the philosophy of it. People talk about it, Atma. We know that without the Atma, nothing exists. You know, we can't exist, no? And then if we don't exist without the Atma, how would everything else exist? Nothing else will exist. So the Atma is something which is very important, but yet that which is the most important, we try not to look at it. We try to look everything else which is not that important, you know. We look at our body, we look at our mind, we look at our intellect, you know. But the most important thing, that Atma itself, because it is so unknown to the mind of people, that is what we try to avoid it. So that is what gives every part of your body, the mind, the power to think, the senses, the power to act, you know. Without Atma, it will not happen. That's why you see people, you see a dead body, you say it's dead. There is an absence of life inside. And that is the most important thing, that why we don't invest in knowing what is this, you know, and how to access to that. And of course, you see, there's many ways to access to that, to get to know about that Atma, you know. Some people do it through meditation, some people do it through surrender, and some people just say, God, you reveal it to me. So here it does, you know, depend on which path you want to follow into it. So the Atma, which is part of that Supreme Lord, you know, which is eternally connected to Him. You know, we are not connected with Him. If we were not connected with Him, then we would not be alive. So that what connects us eternally with Him, it is that eternal truth what you were talking. So yes, when we can engage in knowing who we are, you know, but then you know who you are, what else?
What then? What about it?
It is true, okay? You know, you have a glimpse of the Atma, it's not finished. So there is also to get to know, where does that Atma come from, okay? What is the source of him? Where does he come from? Where does that Atma itself receive his energy? This is where it dives you into different spheres of higher reality, which is knowing who Paramatma is. So Paramatma is Bhagavan himself. That ultimate reality is that supreme God, what we call God. You know? And the easiest way to access to him is through that love.
Bhakti.
But first you have to know him.
Yes.
You can't just say, yes, I direct love because I believe. This is the thing, you know, people believe in so many things. But there is no connection to it.
That's true.
I believe in this candle is lightning in front of me. I believe X, Y, Z, you know. But do I have a connection to that? No, there is no connection. But to build a connection, you have to get to know him. So to get to know him, you have to invest your time in knowing him. So investing the time, how? Those who have forged a relationship with him, they know him. Otherwise, without a guide, it's not possible. So, Mahatma Babaji was the one which really helped me deepen this reality of, you know, and like that, Bhagavan have, like I said, that when all these things happen, I enter into that deep meditation also. And I was always seeing an image. That image was the universe, and there was a person. But I didn't know who that person is. I could not see the person's face, nothing. So later on for deep meditation also, then I remember once I went into deep samadhi for 3 days and didn't come out of it. So after 3 days I came back, so that image was clear. It was that inner journey that we went through, you know. So then that image was actually the face revealed itself, and shocking was similar face to me. So it is finding of oneself. But okay, you find yourself is fine. I have met many people who have realized themselves, but yet God realization is something else. To attain to that grace of one himself, is it in our power? No, it is not. We can't force him to reveal himself, but we can purify it ourselves. So by purifying oneself, by purifying the mind especially, then you attract that grace. You attract him, you allow him to manifest himself. You know? So you become like Arjun on the battlefield. No? So where was Krishna? He was the charioteer. You know? And Arjun was the passenger.
Yeah, like Krishna was serving him.
Okay, well, I say, yes, okay, Arjun could have easily be a charioteer also. You know? And Krishna could easily fought the war in a fraction of a second. It would have been finished. But no. He became that eternal guide. To guide everybody to him. By reminding Arjun of who he is firstly. Throughout Gita, what did Krishna say to Arjun? Get to know who you are. Know that you are that eternal self. Doesn't mean that that body will stay forever. No. But that which resides within that body, that will who you are truly. And that is only when there is a relationship to Bhagavan, Bhagavan allowed that to reveal itself also. So through the grace of the Lord himself, he brings the Atma. The Atma is always in a state of longing. Because the Atma don't long for this reality. This is the reality for the mind and intellect and the body, which is playing the game of the outside through the senses. No? But that is not what your soul wants. Your Atma is in deep longing to attain back to that blissful state. We are Ananda, Bhagavan is Sachidananda. And that is our true aim, to reach to that Sachidananda grace, you know, to reach that ultimate reality. So when you realize that, and yes, that is my aim, that is my longing, then I want to know who he is. So there where the Shastra come, you know, where those who have lived that relationship with Bhagavan, who have wrote about it, this become a guide also. The life of great saints, you know, Saint Tukaram, Namdev, and Eknath, Jayadev, you know, they have personally lived with Bhagavan. For them, Bhagavan was not somebody which is far away. God was not somebody which is far away. No, in their daily life, Vitthal was with them. Krishna was with them. Day in and day out, Krishna was there. So to trust their word is very important. There were once a journalist, you know, in Maharashtra. People walk to Pandharpur. You have heard about Pandharpur?
No.
Pandharpur is the place where Lord Vithala is. You know Vithala?
Yeah, I heard about Vithala, yeah.
Vithala is Krishna. It is the fourth Leela of Bhagavan Krishna. When he's in Dwarka with Rukmini Maharani. So he wanted to enact this Leela so that he can go to visit one of his dear devotee, which is Pundalik. So Pundalik was serving his mother and father. Matra Deva Bhava, Pitra Deva Bhava. Nothing else. He was not worshipping God, he was not worshipping anything. He said, for me, I don't know whose God is, but I know who my parent is. So I will worship my parent as the same way I worship God. So Krishna, because of the service he was rendering, with so laser focus to his mother and father, Krishna wanted to have his darshan. Look at that, how beautiful it is, you know. It is not the devotee that goes to Bhagwan, but Bhagwan himself come by his own accord, by his own grace, he come. Very often we think that, yes, we have to do something for God to realize, and we become so possessive and so crazy about it. No, say no. Allowed him to come, allowed him to be the charity, allowed him to be the driver of your vehicle.
Amaze him, surprise him.
Yes, so surprise him. You know, say, look, because he languished for that. When
more than we think,
Yes, when such a devotee come, Bhagwan attach himself to that, because he don't get such kind of devotee. Such devotee which is completely surrendered to him is very rare. That's why he attached himself. So coming to just in short, he came and gave darshan to Pundalik. And Pundalik was serving his mother and father. When Bhagwan called him, he knew it was Bhagwan. But he threw a brick outside and said, please stand and wait for me. And Bhagwan stood there and wait. And it's so beautiful.
It's sweet.
It's not about that. Bhagwan is again, remind you, do your duty properly. Now when you do your duty properly, then he will come by his own accord. Chapter 3 verse 30 of Bhagavad Gita, you know, Bhagwan said, no, perform all action in surrendering to me, as an offering to me. So beautifully explained that. You know? But if you do your action properly, with the aim of offering, I will come. You don't need to come to me. I myself will come. So when coming to the point of knowing who Bhagwan is, when you have that deep, really, I want to know who you are. Okay, I know I'm the Atma, fine, but I want to know who you are. And it is not, you come to the point of saying, it's not in my capacity of knowing who you are. You can reveal it. So having that clear faith that, yes, you can reveal yourself to me. I can try my best, but you have to do the rest.
It's up to you then.
Yeah. So you throw yourself into him completely. You give him that responsibility. You do your responsibility, you do your duty, you do your dharma, you know, but you let him reveal himself, you know. So when you allowed him to reveal himself, if you are sincere, he can't deny you. So I was saying, there's a beautiful, that's why counting upon what the saints have lived, you know, believe in the word of the saints is very important. Once a journalist asked the Varkari, which is you see, in Maharashtra, every year, the people, thousands and thousands of people, they walk to Pandharpur, where Lord Vithala is. So, coming to the point, the Vitthal Vigraha, which is in Pandharpur, is Krishna himself. When Krishna asked Pundalik, what do you want? Pundalik said, how I'm seeing you here, I want that generation to come, people will ever see you in that aspect. And Bhagwan blessed him by letting his Vigraha there. So, people walk, thousands of people every year walk, just to have a glimpse of Lord Vithala. And one journalist asked an old man, how long have you been doing that? And he said, for 82 years. Since I was 4 years old, I've been coming to Vari. And then the journalist asked him, but have you seen Vithala? He said, no. I have not seen him, but I have clear confidence that he sees me.
I was just thinking he would say that.
Yes. Because he sees.
Yes.
That is our vision is so clouded, is limited, but he sees. So then he gave a beautiful example, saying, look, when a dog is barking in the middle of the night, because one dog have seen a thief or something, what happened?
All dogs in the neighborhood start
barking. Yeah. How many have seen?
One.
One. It takes one. That one, when they bark, they all have faith into what they have seen, and they all bark. Compared to human is different. When one sees, everybody doubt.
Yes. Very suspicious.
But dogs believe in their own kind, but humankind have forgotten that. And that is a problem. That's why, you see, that's why Krishna said, out of million, many will come to me. Out of million, few will know me. But out of this few, only few will know me in essence. And out of those who knows me in essence, only few know me for reality, who I am.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it is not easy because...
It's not cheap. Yeah.
No, it's not cheap, and it's not... You see, we can't take it for granted. We take everything for granted. But to know Bhagwan, to allow Bhagwan to reveal himself, we have to have that deep longing for him. Otherwise, he don't reveal himself. And that longing comes through your service that you start rendering. When you forget about yourself, okay, you have realized yourself, what come? The ego will jump. Because if you don't have a clear guidance from the Sadguru, the ego will come. The Guru is there to destroy that ego.
Yes.
Because what is the aim of the Guru? That you attain that supreme reality, So when Bhagwan reveals himself, yes, it's not just revealed, then you connect with him. You have a relationship with him. And this is the Ras.
Yes.
The gopis are a beautiful example of that, They didn't do much. They were not realized, I can't say that they were not realized being, they were super realized being. That's why they were born when Bhagwan himself manifests, So, they did a lot of penance before that.
Yes.
They were the son of Agnidev, who for thousands and thousands of years have deepened their meditation, their penance, just to enjoy that sweetness with Lord. So it's not that easy. But then again, Bhagwan comes by his own accord to them. The Leela that he made, born to Devaki, let go and go to Gokul. It's not a thing. But he also do his part when you start doing your part. So by knowing who you are, it's not finishing. Get to know him and allow him to reveal himself.
And then the connection is again...
The connection is there because the connection is eternal.
Yes. Relationship.
That
Ras.
What is inside of you automatically feel. So you are drawn to him.